So excited to be here at the International History Olympiad in Princeton, New Jersey and New York City. We've got so many great events, a lot of great buzzer competitions, of course, but beyond that, field trips, simulations, task forces, a lot of great events for those who are really competitive and those who also want to get to know their fellow students from all around the world.
International academic competition stemmed from just a tournament I ran for fun, the Tri-State History Bowl at Ridgewood High School, just up the Garden State Parkway. That was on May 22nd, 2010. We had 135 students from around the New York City area come in and compete. And it literally took me about 10 minutes of doing that to realize not only how much fun it was, but how rewarding it was and how important the work is of transmitting historical knowledge from generation to generation. And now we have had tournaments on all 6 populated continents.
So at the International History Olympiad, students take part in a wide variety of events to test their knowledge of history. All students participate in the International History B World Championships as individuals and the International History Bowl World Championships on teams. And we ask students to demonstrate their knowledge of everything from ancient history all the way up to recent history. Students can also elect to take part in buzzer-based competitions focusing on specialized areas of history, including science, technology, engineering, and math, classical music, pop music, art history, everything you can imagine.
So my favorite part of participating is meeting all my fellow students and competing with them. It's really fun, especially competing with my friends. It's kind of like a rivalry. It makes all the games more fun and a little bit more stressful in a way.
I love history too. I would not say I'm anywhere near as good as he is, but I do enjoy sitting in and listening to some of the competitions and some of the questions. I also talk to other parents and we talk about how this whole competition and how the whole IAC program is affecting and helping their kids, and it's amazing how they've thought through this.
The fact that I'm able to, this gives me the opportunity to meet others who have similar passions of mine, really drives me to just take that long trip just to get here.
So in addition to the buzzer-based activities, we have task forces and simulations. The task forces are basically getting the kids together after preparing some research material to think about global events, global topics of utmost relevance. The simulations are very similar to Model United Nations, and I think the goal is to basically get them to, step out of their own lives and put themselves in the shoes of someone else, whether it's the United Nations Security Council, the Indian Cabinet, or even the Council of Alexander the Great.
So I've really loved not only the academic competitions, but also meeting lots of people from all over the world. And I think that's really enriched my experiences, and meeting people from lots of different cultures, not just hearing the question or seeing the question and writing it, but also talking to other people about it and getting their perspective on an issue. I think that's really helped in my understanding and learning of a topic or a concept.
Studies are not just sitting there with a book. Like, learning is a fun activity, and in our house we try to make learning fun. Our motto is not for school but for life we learn, and I think that's one of the great parts, because you get to use that learning for fun and for games here.
So in addition to the academic competitions, IAC provides these cultural experiences for its participants. We take the kids to museums, to public parks, and they get to see works of art. They get to meet our international staff and our international partners. They get to meet each other from all over the world. It brings what is one event into a truly international experience.
We really went around the city. We walked, which was really fun because you could actually see them in person. Saw Wall Street. We got to see the 9/11 Memorial and Freedom Tower.
I really liked how they have organized it really well. For parents, they are not letting them get bored. For them, they have organized field trips, which is really good. And the most important thing is they are showing the history and culture of USA, which is really good.
So when I went on the Princeton tour, and it was a very beautiful experience. David Madden, the owner, the creator of the History Bee and this Olympiad, he was a Princeton alumni, so he gave us a very detailed tour. And he even hinted that he might give us a recommendation letter if we asked him, which was pretty nice. But yeah, that's definitely the Princeton tour was my favorite.
We end each day with a medal ceremony where we recognize the winners from that day's events. It's a great opportunity for students to wave their flag and hear their state songs and national anthems. It's also a great time for everyone to come together and appreciate the level of competition that we have here at this tournament.
I'm really happy that the guest of honor during the 2022 International History Olympiad is Polish Princess Angelika Jarosławska-Sapiecha. The history of her family dates back to, well, our rich Polish history. So having her speak in front of the participants yesterday, I think that it's also a very inspiring opportunity for those kids.
I believe that you not only have royal minds, but also royal hearts. And each of you is a change maker. You're in the United States, you came from different part of the globe because you have great motivation to do something special in your life. So today I want to tell you about things which can be fixed, which can be changed by you, because you are the power that can change the world and that can save the lives today and tomorrow.
One of the things that's happening this week is the Polish country exam, which is a written exam with questions about Poland. And the winner of the competition will be announced during the closing ceremony, and that winner receives a full-paid trip to Poland.
We have two kids who were the champions of our History Bee at our nationals in May in Warsaw. So that's really great to see the representation of our country at an international competition.
I'm very delighted that during the last days you heard so much about Polish culture, history and heritage. I want to inspire you to see that the Polish saber is much more than just an item. It's Polish heritage, it's Polish culture and Polish soul.
We're wrapping things up with our closing ceremony and final competitions at the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum along the Hudson River. It's such an exciting way to honor our participants and have a final ceremony to bring everyone together and cap off the International History Olympiad.